palace has housed 13 presidents so far, who lived here and witnessed their stay through their valuable contributions to it in form of books, letters, paintings, autobiographies, and many more. To protect and preserve these growing collections of artifacts, Honorable President Shri Pranab Mukherjee felt the need for building a new museum.
We wanted it to be a storytelling museum which will tell the history of the Rashtrapati Bhawan and also the history of the presidency in this country. We wanted that people should know how the office of president has evolved over the last 60 years.
The biggest challenge before the officials was the selection of a proper space where the museum should be built. The problem was to figure out a huge space required for building the museum. The construction should be carried out smoothly.
When we planned this whole museum, we thought that a minimum of 10,000 square meter of space is necessary. In fact, ultimately it came up to about 12,000 square meter. So now the people said that absolutely impossible to construct a massive building with 10,000 square meter here because this is a heritage type A. New construction of that size should be taken up. That's not possible.
After a detailed study and survey of the presidential estate, finally a suitable place was chosen by the officials of President.
Now we have a architectural limitation on how high we can go. These buildings cannot be more than 2 stories.
I suggested, okay, let us do it the other way. Let us go down below. So this whole museum is underground. When we decided that one, all the plan sanctioning bodies here in Delhi, they appreciated that very much. We presented our whole idea, whole scheme over there, and they said, fine. So it is not going to disturb the original design done by Latvians here.
Time, along with 2 layers below the surface level digging.
Difficult part of this project was to do the excavation within the available distance of 3 feet from the existing restorated buildings. We were supposed to go beyond 40 feet below the ground level.
The NBCC engineers achieved success in displacing the garage smoothly by making a 50 feet deep hole at an angle of 90 degrees using soil anchoring and shoring system. NBCC left no stones unturned in reconfirming the safety of its architectural layout. As per the instruction of the Honorable President, they constructed an edifice standing tall and strong, which can stand all sort of natural calamities and disasters.
Very difficult to retain those heritage blocks, as you will see that there was an earthquake. We had excavated all the ground, but there was no threat to the heritage buildings.
NBCC went through the challenges in mirroring the Lutyens' architectural style of ancillary dome-like structure.
While this project was given to NBCC, 12 months were given for the building work and 6 months were given for the exhibit works. NBCC is proud to have completed this building with the stipulated time given by the Honorable Presidency.
We took total 2 years for developing the museum. First 1 year planning and designing, and then next 1 year for development of exhibits and installation of exhibits right over there.
The NBCC engineers surprised everyone by constructing a dome-shaped structure on the top of the museum building with use of heavy iron sheets, that too without any support. It has been designed and built with glass toppings in such a way that the sun rays could fall on the surface area of the museum on all 3 levels, making it filled with natural sunlight. The beauty of this dome is that it is designed and built without any support, with glass toppings in such a way on all 3 levels, making it glow with natural sunlight. Going by the proverb, where there is will, there is a way, NBCC achieved flying success in constructing the museum as per expectations and commitment and the responsibility bestowed to them. The front elevation of the museum is an example of finest art and has got an adorable and captivating beauty. A visit to the palatial building takes you to a different world of grandeur, history, and history in making. The statues and sculptures are specially designed and sculpted using silicon material by the artisans and craftsmen. The ground floor is cynosure and well designed to catch the eyeballs and well equipped to give a real feel of the revolutions carried at the time of freedom fight through the idols and sculptures.
When the visitors will enter, they will enter right on the ground floor, and first they will see how the planning and construction was done on the Raisina Hills.
Moving towards the upper basement, one can see that it has got visual repositories and are equipped with 3-dimensional screens where one can have the panoramic view of the President House.
The people would see themselves on the screen along with Gandhiji, walking along with Gandhiji, coming out of the Rashtrapati Bhawan and walking through the forecourt. That kind of illusion that we are creating. And then we are going down. In lower basement, that is the area of treasures of Rashtrapati Bhawan. Over the years, Rashtrapati Bhavan has collected beautiful paintings, and then lot of decorative items mostly came in the form of gifts to the president. Gifts given by different institutions, different people. So they are preserved and they are displayed on the lower basement.
A kitchen gallery is also there, depicting all the vessels and utensils of gold, silver and clay, having historical importance. Finally, with the hard work and continued efforts, NBCC succeeded in fulfilling the expectations of President's state by creating a beautiful museum building, which is all set to add yet another feather to the crown of the President House. Honorable President Shri Pranab Mukherjee making his date with golden words in history by gifting this to the nation, which is all set to become a source of knowledge, education, research and visual repository for the generations to come.